Excited now to be joined by new Jets offensive lineman Greg Van Roten, a Long Island native. Greg, you're actually on the island right now, is that right?
That is correct. I'm in Long Beach right now.
Okay, and you grew up a Jets fan. It's been pretty well documented. So is this pretty much like a dream come true for you?
It will be once I eventually can get over to the facility and meet everybody and, get a number and all that stuff. But yeah, right now it's pretty surreal in two ways. One, playing for the Jets is a dream come true. And two, not allowed to go over there because of what's going on in the world right now. So it's just a weird time.
Yeah, very much understood. And your father actually had season tickets before you were around or when you were around? And then the other part of this question is, what do you remember about growing up a Jets fan? Like, does anything stand out? Who are some of your favorite players?
So before I was born, he had season tickets. And I think once me and my brother started coming along, my mom made him forfeit just based on what she had seen when she would attend games with him and his friends. So I think that was a good call. And then growing up a Jets fan was, it was awesome. I'm of the, Vinny Testaverde, Chad Pennington, Wayne Corbett, Keyshawn Johnson, Kevin Mawai era. That's when my first earliest Jets memories are. So to be able to grow up a Jets fan and now go, a couple miles away and play for them is going to be pretty amazing.
So what do you think you can add to this offensive line?
I think my experience, I've played on a bunch of different teams. I've been in a bunch of different systems. I have a different kind of perspective, I think, than, a guy that's younger. I'm more veteran. So I just think that I add a lot of value in that regard when it comes to an offensive line room and specifically, a broader sense in a locker room, just helping young guys out, with my experience and how to navigate life in the NFL and, the demands physically and mentally that it commands.
One of those young guys that you mentioned, 22-year-old Sam Darnold, who you'll be protecting. Have you guys spoken at all, and what do you know about Darnold?
He texted me, right after I signed, saying he was really excited, and if I needed anything, let him know. And I've heard nothing but good things. I've heard he's a great guy, and I'm looking forward to meeting him in person, whenever that is, and just get the ball rolling and start going to work.
So you blocked for a very talented running back in Carolina and Christian McCaffrey. You come to New York blocking for a very talented running back in LeVeon Bell. How do you guys start to develop a chemistry given the time of it being right now? You can't even talk to your new teammates in person, let alone develop an on-field chemistry.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult to develop a chemistry when you're not together. So it's going to put even more stress whenever we do get back to, whether it's some version of OTAs or training camp. And thankfully, this is not my first year playing football. It's not my first year in the NFL. So I kind of know what to expect once those things occur. And as far as a lineman and a running back's chemistry are concerned, as a lineman, you just want to make sure that you see things the same way that he sees them, so that when you're pulling through the hole and you see the backer, where the running back is trying to set up his cut so that you can help him be as successful as possible. And that's what really helped me and Christian the most, because I pulled the majority of the time in Charlotte. And, I just knew, if I can get this linebacker on this specific side, Christian's going to be gone. And that happened a bunch of times. So it was really exciting when all those things come together.
Joe Douglas, Jets general manager, clearly made the offensive line a priority. What have your conversations been like with him, if any, and what do you think about what he's doing, adding all this beef up front this offseason?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's hard to sign a lot of big name free agent guys when free agency starts. I feel like you see one or two maybe make a splash. So for him to sign, I think it was 5 offensive linemen, that's a big deal. That's a commitment to the offensive line. It's a commitment to the offense. It's a commitment to protecting the quarterback and being able to open up lanes for the running back. So it says a lot about his vision for this team and how they feel about the guys that they've brought in.
Greg Van Roten officially coming back home to the New York Jets. Greg, stay safe and congratulations.
Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it.